What's up, people? Good afternoon. Happy Friday. So, One Life to Live, Sims 3 review. Um, so basically, this is where we left off. It's nighttime now. Bo and Nora head home. To have a very, laid back night. And they're starting to sit on the couch and, drink wine and, get a little frisky. And Nora tells Bo she'll be in the bedroom waiting. Um, and when Bo gets ready to go into the bedroom, they get a knock at the door. Surprise, surprise, it's Bo's son, David Vickers Buchanan. Needing a place to stay, Bo tells him now isn't the right time. Him and Nora are a little busy. And you can hear Nora from the bedroom saying that the whipped cream is melting. You know they some freaks. So David tells Bo that Dorian kicked him out. Um, so Bo tells David, he should go stay at the palace or the Buchanan mansion. And David said he already went to the Buchanan mansion, but Kevin instructed the guards not to let him in. Because Kevin is, staying at the mansion now while, since Clint is moved in with Vicky. So Nora comes out in her robe and wondering what the heck is going on. And Bo tells Nora that David got kicked out of Dorian's and Kevin won't let him into the mansion. So he may have to stay with them for a few days. And Nora is less than happy to have her stepson, who annoys her, stay with them. But, she's a trooper and she says, fine, it's okay. David can stay if he behaves. So, that's that. John shows up at Landfair to see Natalie, and Liam was asleep. And he talks to Natalie and tells Natalie that he loves her and she's the only woman he wants to be with. He gets down on one knee and he asks Natalie to marry him. Nice engagement ring. It was actually like a blue diamond. It was a type of blue diamond ring. Natalie said yes. Vicky and Clint come in and they're ecstatic that Natalie's getting married. Well, Vicky's happy Natalie's getting married. Clint is still on the fence about her marrying McBain. And while they're in there, some shadowy figure is standing outside of the terrace at Landfair, stalking the Buchanan McBain family, looking in, but we don't know who it is. So then Roxy, she's talking with some people, with Rex over the phone. He's in London and she's telling him of her plans to sell the Angel Square Hotel. So, because she wants to come out to England to see him and Gigi and Shane, of course. So, we skip over to the scene with Matthew. And Matthew's, chilling, hanging with his son Drew, having a good time. And him and Drew are just having the best of time, bonding. And Matthew, he's really, coming into his own as a father, and he's enjoying fatherhood because a lot of people thought that he wouldn't, but he is. And he's actually a pretty good father. Anyway, back at La Boule, I like to call it Hell's Mansion. So back at La Boule, Dorian is in the living room throwing a goddamn hissy fit over David and Rama Patel. And Blair comes in telling Dorian to pipe down because it's late and the kids are trying to sleep. And Dorian She just can't shake that her cheating bastard of a husband would mess around with that slut Rama Patel. And Blair tells Dorian that she might be blowing this out of proportion, and Dorian tells her that she will get even with David and with Rama. So you already know, once Dorian sets her sights on some people, it's hell. Hell has no fury, like Dorian Lord scorned. So Blair tells Dorian to just sleep it off, and if she still feels the same way in the morning, then fine. Todd comes in and he wants to be alone with Blair, and him and Blair are opening a bottle of champagne, and Blair was wondering what were they celebrating, and Todd told Blair that they were celebrating life, celebrating each other, being back together after all these years, being remarried again. And Blair and Todd kiss, and Todd tells Blair that he wants to go out of the country. You know, he wants to take her to Dubai for a vacation. Just the two of them, no kids, just the two of them. And Blair was loving it because she's never been to Dubai and she would love to see it. So they're going to go ahead and plan this trip. But for now, they're going to go upstairs and possibly make baby number, whatever number this is for them, 3 biologically. That's a joke. I am not planning on giving Blair and Todd any more children. I think their children count is enough. So meanwhile, Kevin is back at the Buchanan mansion on the phone, calling Zane, his son. Somebody asked me in the comments whether Zane was a child or a teenager. He's a teenager now. And for those who don't know, Zane Buchanan is Kevin's biological grandson due to his late son, Duke Buchanan, who died in 2006. And Zane is practically, you know, not only Kevin's grandson, but his adopted son as well. I don't think he legally adopted him, but he did, you know, decide to raise him as his own son. So that's what that boils down to. And he was telling Zane that he might be coming to London in a few days to handle some business out there, so they could catch up and talk about, you know, what he's going to do for school and, you know, colleges and stuff like that. So Vicky and Clint are in the living room, and Clint tells Vicky that it's time that they stop BSing around and start planning their wedding, because he can't wait to make her Mrs. Clint Buchanan for the 3rd time. They spent too many years divorced, and they're getting up there in age, and they want to, you know, make this marriage official. So that's what they want to do. And Vicky agreed, and they start kissing when all of a sudden some shadowy figure pops back up outside the windows at Landfair, and we don't know who that figure is. So anyway, I'll see you all later. That's where I ended the part. I'll see all of you later. Have a great day. See you later.